Alright guys, this is going to be our presentation over the ethics of instant replay and the National Football League, and we're going to hop right into things with this controversial video.
Takes the lone receiver to the left. The Packers play it at the goal line. As Wilson scrambles to take it along. The game's final play is a Wilson lob to the end zone, which is blocked by Tate with Jennings simultaneous. Who has it? Who will they give it to? Touchdown! One guy goes up touchdown. The other said no time. Has to be looked at because it's a score. Still have an official down there in the pile looking.
Alright, the analyst on that play was ESPN's Mike Tirico, and he touched on a lot of things that we're going to touch on as well because they're the rules of officials review. First off, that was a scoring play, so it's reviewed automatically as all scoring plays are. That play also occurred within the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. So within the last 2 minutes of the second quarter, the fourth quarter, as well as overtime. All plays come from the booth, which nullifies coach's challenge. Coach's challenge is the opportunity for the coach of a football team to throw a red flag onto the field, and that will stop play, and the previous play that was just run will be reviewed by the officials. However, if the play is not reviewed before the next play is run, then it becomes ineligible to be reviewed.
Kyle Williams, an 11-yard gain. Now on the next play, the Niners line up for a 50-yard field goal, and then they'll fake it. Andy Lee completes a pass to Jonathan Goodwin. Here's the problem. It's waved off because Arizona threw a challenge flag disputing that Williams had possession on the previous play. There's a problem with the equipment of replay.
All right. Our argument is to limit the use of instant replay in the NFL. And it takes away the thrill of the game, and it tries to perfect something that cannot ever be perfect. With the word sports, football is a sport, and with the word sport comes the connotation that it's not meant to be perfect, and it's just a game. And that's a huge reason why the fans like it so much, is because of the human element in it. And so if we keep making it more and more robotic, it's less and less human and therefore less and less entertaining. And it has too many rules that confuse the game. If it was simpler, it might be better, but it's just, our argument is to just get rid of it as is.
Oh, the next big thing is here. Brought to you by the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. Hey, Thanksgiving Day, 3 games played, but there is one play and one rule that they're going to talk about and that has to be changed. We're talking about third quarter, 6:50 to go in the Houston game against Detroit. Detroit's ahead in the game, 24-14. Justin Forsett, a run over the middle, 8-yard gain, looks to be down, but the officials don't rule him down, and he runs for a touchdown. So it's a scoring play. You get Coach Schwartz that throws the flag because he clearly saw that the Forsett was down, but he's not entitled to, so he drew a flag, and he actually threw the challenge flag before the replay official had time to initiate a review, which means Schwartzy got penalized 15 yards, and the play could not be reviewed. Circle back to Sunday. It happened to Mike Smith in Atlanta. It is a bad rule. You double penalize the team because you penalize Schwartz 15 yards, and then you don't allow for a rule that's going to obviously be reversed. That was not a touchdown. The knee and the forearm were both down on the ground. Look at 15-yard penalty is enough, but this goes against the whole notion of replay, which is to correct the obvious error on the field. And now that it's happened twice in 4 days, I think the league needs to take a really strong look at this. They won't do it until after the season is over, but next year look for this rule to change. These types of errors that happen on the field need to be corrected, and even if there's a 15-yard penalty, get the call right on the field.
So that was the head official of the National Football League, and as a group we couldn't have agreed with his statements anymore, as it correlated with exactly what we propose as far as changes go to the current system. We want to eliminate the coach's challenge ruling to simplify the system, because as you just saw him mention, the coach who was fulfilling his duty as challenging a coaching play actually was going against another rule, which all scoring plays are reviewed, which therefore made him neglect that opportunity that was already in place in the system, and his team was actually penalized for it, 15 yards, and ultimately lost those 7 points on a turnaround and ended up losing the game. So as a group, we proposed that we eliminate the coach's challenge. That way, teams are losing and winning based on their performance and not based on coaches misinterpreting the rules and going against what they truly want out of it.
So what can you do to help? You can spread the idea of limitation on the instant replay usage and check out our Facebook page, The Ethics of Instant Replay in the NFL. You can also write a letter to the NFL Commissioner. He gets emails all the time from fans.
Please see our About portion underneath our YouTube video for a complete listing of Works Cited.